the latest version of the Browning X-Bolt Speed Long Range. This is it. Okay everybody, welcome to the hideout today, and today we're going to talk about a Browning rifle. But first, please click that you like the video, click that you want to subscribe to the channel, click the ringy dingy so you get a notification, and go type in sgt1911.com and get some stuff for yourself out there and help us out. Okay. What we're going to talk about today is the latest version. Now, there's always going to be a new version, but this is the latest version, the 2022 release of Browning X-Bolt Speed Long Range. This one chambered in 300 Winchester Short Mag. And we're going to talk a little bit about it and tell you what I like, what I don't like, and then we'll go out and go bang, bang, bang. But first of all, I want you to check out the new camo pattern that they've got. I think this is called Ovix. It's a good mountain camo pattern. You know, when you get up above the tree line or out in the tundra or someplace, it really, really looks good out there. It's got that, it's not a bronze color, but it's a different color Cerakote on it, on the barrel to keep it, you know, good weather resistant. Yeah, I like it. It's got the fluted barrel, and you know, people believe that that fluted barrel gives you more surface area for the barrel to cool down some. Now, does that true or not? It makes sense, and I have recently shot a rifle that when it got hot, it wouldn't do shit. So yeah, I'm beginning to believe it. It's got a muzzle brake on it that, you know, I could do without muzzle brakes. They're fine for the shooter. They blow everybody else's brains. The barrel's 26 inches long. I may actually take the muzzle brake off, put a cap on it, shorten that barrel down to 24 inches, which gives me a little bit more maneuverability. This thing weighs about 7.5 pounds. One of the interesting things on it is this comb on the back. It's adjustable. Now, it's got a little screw in it. You have to unscrew it with an Allen wrench and move it where you want it and screw it back down. You just can't move it on the fly. So once you get this set for you, it's basically for you. You know, I'm not used to shooting with those. That's neither here and there. You guys who like them, more power to you. The guys who don't like them, take it off and put it in a drawer for later. And I like it. I like the rifle. It's an X-Bolt. One of the things I really like about the Browning X-Bolts is the 60-degree bolt. Right, look at that. That's it, 60 degrees. You know, Remington's been around a long time, but you know, there's been some improvement in Remington actions, guys. I know everybody Remington action. A lot of other builders build fine rifles, all using Remington actions. Well, you got the bolt that comes way the hell up here. Man, this little short bow throw is nice, especially when you get a short action gun, this 300 short mag, the short action. So we ought to be quick, really quick, and really short action on there, making this one day and give a shooter. On top of it, I got the Viper PS2 rifle scope. This is a 5 to 25 by 50 millimeter. It's got some nice adjustment knobs on it. It's got a nice, it's just a nice rifle scope. You know, I've got as much in the rifle scope as I do the rifle, and I think that's the way it should be. You know, you get a rifle that you need to be able to see and get that rifle scope to match the performance of the rifle. Not that you'll ever do it, but you need to make sure that you've got a rifle scope that is as good, if not better, than the rifle. And I think that's where a lot of people mess up. They go buy a fine rifle and put a $199 scope on it. I know scopes are expensive, but you buy it one time and it was worth it. If you go buy a nice rifle, you need to have a nice set of glass on it. You buy a $500 rifle, go get a $750 scope. Buy something that's a little bit out there than what you need. Don't be disappointed. Don't shortchange your capabilities because it was another $200. Save another week and go get what you need. You know, this rifle, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about right down here in front. We'll get zoom in here. This is the 300 Winchester Magnum right here. This is the 300 Winchester Short Mag. They shoot the same bullet, identical 308. The difference is this one's a little longer, this one's a little shorter. This one's a little skinnier than this one that's a little fatter. The performance of the two is almost identical. And I mean identical, and sometimes within like 25, 30 feet per second difference. Very, very close. So in my mind, why would I carry this, which is normally a heavier rifle, versus this one, which is normally a shorter rifle? Plus, I like the idea of that short recoil. You know, short recoil and this low bolt lift gives me a really fast acting rifle. It's fast, it's quick. I can be a lot faster instead of that way up, way back, way forward, way down. I like it. Now, the Browning is a push feed. It's not a controlled feed, so that I'm just going to have to overlook. Now, I see a particular flaw in this rifle that I don't particularly like, but it's not nothing bad. But if you look down at the bottom, the magazine, let me turn it this way, is not fitting flush here. It just don't fit flush, and I don't like that. I think it fits flush up here, it don't fit flush down here. It seems to function okay, but I want a flush fitting magazine, and I didn't get it. For those of you who do not know, the safety's back here, so this could be, thumb use right here in the middle. And one of the things Browning has done, and I think they took their cue, and many rifle makers are doing it now. Years ago, the older Remingtons, if you just open the bolt, they'd go off, even if it was on safety. It was a design flaw in their trigger. Many of you have heard about it. If you have not, Google it. But what would happen, the gun would be on safe, and when you open the bolt, it'd go off, even on safe. There's some accidents. Remington paid their dues, they paid their fines, and went on about business and whatever. But on the top of this thing, there's a little button right here. That little button allows you to, even though the weapon is on safe, you can open the bolt and inject your shell. That's much safer than taking the rifle off safe and then loading it. Boom, that's when the Remington would go off. So the weapon would be off safe and go. But you had to put the weapon off safe in order to unload it. So we've just rethought things and redesigned things, and Browning's got this thing on top, and I think it's brilliant, it's good. Other people are doing a similar thing. Now, one thing about this thing, the trigger on it is adjustable. They say it's like 3 to 5 or something like that. All you do is take the stock off, roll it over, pull this little trigger guard off up here, and there's a little screw that's got some red wax on it. If you turn it counterclockwise, it lightens the trigger. If you turn it clockwise, it makes the trigger harder. So lefty loosey, lefty lighten, there you go. I've done this one. We're going to do a couple of trigger pulls on it. I wasn't getting a consistent pull on it, but I'm going to be honest with you. The rifle has not been fired, and truth be told, after we fire a box of shells or something through this thing, it may very well get a little bit better, but let's see what we got. We'll do it a couple of times. All right, here we go. Try to keep it straight. Well, that one is not good. I got the safety on. That didn't help me any, did it? Here we go, let's try it again. If this was 50 cal, I'd say it's a headspace and timing issue. Here we go, here we go. 3.9. So let's go try it again. Clear it, ready. .7. So it's improving a little bit. So I'm probably going to have about a 3.5 pound trigger on it, which is by all means very, very good. You don't want to get too light. But anything out there, I really like. The scope setting up on top of it, I'm going to go shoot it a little bit the first time. I'm expecting to use it some to replace my 300 Win Mag. I wanted something a little bit lighter. Is this going to be it? It could be. It may be that I go back to my 300 Win Mag depending upon the availability. And one more thing I'm going to point out about the ammo real quick. If you look at the bottom of these, this is a belted magnum on the 300 Win Mag. There is no belt on the 300 Short Mag. This was arrived originally from the 375 H&H, and I'm not sure where this came from. Maybe it's fatter, so it may be something along the 416 or something a little bit bigger. I'm excited to shoot it. You know, if I can shoot it well, that's what matters. You know, it doesn't, you know, if I can hit one I'm aiming at, that's the true tell of a rifle. Not whether I'm fast, whether I'm slow, whether I get the job done in a nice, humane, take a trophy that's, you know, I'm proud of, and have a good time and be safe. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change things up a little bit. I'm not firing. I'm not going to put you guys through the torture of waiting while I'm shooting this stuff. What I'm going to do is go outside, get set up, shoot it a few times, and then we'll get on camera and we'll do it together. We'll light it up and do a little bang, bang, bang. Okay, let's try it out. Okay, we're 100 yards downrange. We come down and look at the target. Now, shooting earlier today, it got hotter than crap outside. You guys noticed that we had a shade on the rifle trying to get the sun out. We had a whole lot of problem. We just quit until the sun started setting a little bit and we got sun behind a tree. But you can see, just a few minutes ago, I said, ooh, I didn't like that shot. This was that first round right here, high and left. You know, that could have been me. I'm hoping that was me, because you can see the next two holes are just brilliant. Sub MA, touching holes, two holes under a dime. You know, I'm hoping that's it, and this is not a problem. This probably is, since these are the second two shots, this is probably going to be more accurate if I can pull it off. We know the shooter's got a lot to do with it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn around, set up, and try to shoot at a 250-yard gong and see if I can hit that. If I can hit a 250-yard 8-inch gong, I've got a hunting rifle. That's what I want, a hunting rifle. But I want more than a hunting rifle. I want an accurate hunting rifle. So all I can do is, guys, let me see if I can get it on the gong. And if I can start ringing that gong successfully at 250 and 300 yards, then I'll feel confident. But you know what? That's going to take me doing my part too, and practice, practice, practice. So let me get set up. Okay, we moved over to about 250 yards. Sun's there, but I'm trying to keep it out of the way. I think it'll be okay. Got two 8-inch gongs down there, and we'll see what we can do. You know, this rifle, I got really high hopes for it, but to be honest, right now, you know, I'm going to have to shoot it. We're going to have to get in tune with each other. I know some people are going to say, "Yo, you dumbass, that don't make sense," but some of you are going to understand. I've got to get comfortable, and the biggest thing is I've got to be confident, not only in my equipment, but in myself. So if I'm lacking that confidence when I go on the hunt, you know, the chances are I may not be successful, and what, it's going to be my own damn fault. I got to be confident that I've done what I need to do with this rifle to get it set up, and then more than that, I got to be confident that I can do with this rifle what I need to use. Just like an artist with a paintbrush. Now I know you're gonna say that sounds extreme, but some of you guys will understand. Am I fast enough? Am I smooth enough? Or is my action slow and jerky? Can I use the weapon efficiently and effectively? It's gonna take practice, and that's where I'm headed. I'm not there yet, far from it. But you know, by the time we get ready to go, I need to be able to put on the big show. Let's see if we can ring it out there about 250 yards. I'm hoping. It's a hit. So about 200, we got a hit. If you'll notice, my shell casing did not eject like I wanted it to. So let's just see if I can ring it again. Ring it again. My shell casing did not eject again. I'm getting really concerned with that. You know, what I don't want to do, what I do not want to do is go back and put this scope on high mounts. I just don't want to do it, especially after all this work of getting it where we're at. We may have to, but you know, it's not consistently doing it. I don't know. So there's where I've got to get the confidence that we're all involved together, you know. So let's see what we got. Let's try it one more time. All right, I rang it 3 out of 3. Now I'm gonna see whether my case ejects. It did not eject. So we're gonna have to find out. It does eject. So it does, it don't. I'm gonna have to figure it out. It may be hitting on the bottom of the scope turret. We're gonna find out. The rifle itself, I really like it. Adjusted that trigger down. You guys see it's just over 3 pounds. Everything's looking good. I've got it where it's shooting. If I can hit the 8-inch gong out there at 250 and a couple, I'm doing good. Practice. I'm gonna have to practice. You know, everybody knows that the first shot's the one that counts. If you don't get it on the first shot, you're not likely to get it on the second or third. So it's that first shot, your money shot. So if you can make that first shot, do what you need to do, you know, you're still in the game. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna continue shooting practice before we go hunting in a few months until we get to shoot it together. Shoot safe and shoot straight. Hooah.